Okay, heading to Iceland this morning. It's gonna be a long trip. Leaving 6:30 this morning, and I arrive in Iceland 6:30 tomorrow morning. There's a little bit of a time difference, so it's not quite 24 hours, but still a very long trip. So, pro tip flying. Take your bag, as long as it fits in the overhead, and you can then check it at the counter when the flight is full, and avoid paying the $25 service charge for checking your bag all the way there. So, by carrying it this far, I was able to get it in there for free. So, checked now to Iceland. On my way. So I made it to Washington, D.C., and I have a 9-hour layover here. I posted on my Facebook asking for suggestions of what I should do here, and it turns out the Air and Space Museum is right next door. So I think I'm headed there. Okay, so here I am, made it to the National Air and Space Museum. Gotta find some food now, because I'm kind of hungry, and gonna spend the day here. Looks like McDonald's is my only option. Big line for crappy food. Typically, I would not eat anything at McDonald's, but it's my only choice. You ever see the movie Super Size Me? I would make this an often thing. So, this is really cool. And believe it or not, it's all free. Look at this stuff. This place is huge and full of airplanes. The history here is pretty incredible. Here is the Boeing B-29, the Enola Gay. And one of the things that the Enola Gay is known for, I mean, it's a bombing plane made for World War II. This is the plane that dropped the first A-bomb. And what a piece of history. Kind of cool. Way cool, in fact. Not that the bomb was cool, but just the history. So behind me there, Air France supersonic jet. Too bad that they don't fly those anymore. You know, they all of them are subsonic these days. But you know, that just really had some record times in how fast it you know, could fly. And I hate air travel. Two things about it. I hate the security, and I hate just sitting in this little seat for so long. And with something like that, you know, really, it would make it a lot more enjoyable. I don't care how fast it goes. What I care about is how long I have to sit in that seat to get where I'm going. Now that I live in Florida, I've stopped flying the space shuttle, which is really unfortunate because I really wanted to go see a space shuttle launch. But here's Shuttle Discovery. Pretty cool looking. I understand that the whole thing is very fragile, and that the tiles on there, they never let people even touch them or whatnot. They're all very fragile, and they always have to inspect everything. Pretty big task and everything, but part of the reason why they're so fragile is because they had to be able to withstand the really high temperatures of re-entry. And so, just a massive piece of work. It'd be really cool to go inside. Doubt they have tours inside though. I think this is pretty funny. So I'm just walking along, and you know, I'm like looking at the planes that are hanging up in the hangar, and I notice something below me. Stealth bomber. It's kind of funny because it snuck up on me. You know, pun intended. Check this out. Look at that. Space shuttle. This is all pretty cool. Really enjoying this. I can't believe it's free. So I've been watching Mad Men, and they talk a lot about Mohawk Airlines. I had no clue that Mohawk Airlines was actually a real thing. So I'm really enjoying myself here. I've been going through and actually filming episodes, which you'll see sometime after this. I've been going around the planes just filming. People walk by and they look at me like, what the hell is this guy doing? What is a Markee dragon? But I'm having a great time, so I don't care. And you know, I'm just having such a great time filming here. You know, there's all of these warplanes here. There's also all kinds of stuff that is from non-military, and it's really cool. But you know, like here's jets and everything. Look at all the stuff down here. I mean, just look at that. It's pretty amazing. By the way, if you haven't noticed, this video is in 1440p, so I'm able to film in 1440p here with this little Hero 3 camera, and I just love it. So all of these are in that format. I've got my good film camera with me for filming in Iceland, because I will be doing some interviews there and stuff, but for this, just using my Hero. Loving it. Okay, I gotta ask, where does the where's the pilot sit? That thing looks crazy. It looks like some automated drone to drop a bomb, and it is. It's an anti-submarine helicopter. How about that? How cool is that? There's so many weird things and one-offs here. It's really, really cool. And there's space stuff too. How fitting when I'm on my way to the Eve Fan Fest that I've got access to all this space stuff. It's great. Isn't this just beautiful? I mean, look at this plane here. I just love the beauty of the chrome look on it. There's a few planes here that have skins like this, and golly, I just think that they just look just really awesome. You know, and it reminds me of the old Pan Am days. You know, those Pan Am planes that were of the chrome look. So war is ugly. There's guns. Check it out. Got these guns here, aviation guns, all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. Can you imagine this as a nice mantelpiece? You'd have to really be into aviation guns, but this is cool. Wow, look at that! Look at that! That handle up there. That is definitely custom made. I have no idea. Let's see. It's a 30 caliber Lewis, 1917, from World War I. Holy cow! And here is the stealth bomber. Beautiful plane. It's not nearly as big as what I thought it would be. It looks like the engines. I don't know if that engine is in there or not. Maybe it is. Maybe it just needs that depth there for pushing the thrust. But next up, space. So I don't know if the Nazis were the first to have jet planes or not, but check this thing out. It's very weird, experimental, World War II, and it's an actual jet. Now, if it's a jet, why the propeller on the front? Space Shuttle Discovery. So let me tell you a funny story. My mom, she worked at a place called Oregon Catholic Press, and she, you know, it's a church organization, or at least it was, and they they make something there called missals. A missal in the Catholic Church is it's actually like a document or a leaflet or whatnot that gives you some information and tells you a little bit about what's going on, you know, in the church and everything. And so we got, she tells this story about how she used to take care of military people. And so the military bases, you know, they have non-denominational churches and stuff like that, and they'll have a pastor or you know, some religious figure that's there, really, you know, leading religious ceremonies, but non-denominational for any faith. And so with these things being called a missal, like this missal that I've got right here, and these missals that we've got over here, with it being called a missal, she was actually talking to somebody who was deployed, and they were placing an order, and she said, "So, would you like today's missile?" on special. Well, of course, with them being deployed and everything and being called a missile, which is the real name of it, they freaked out and said, this is not a secure line. Click. Basically, they freaked out over it not being a secured line and mentioning missile, worrying that somebody might be listening and misinterpret it. And so she had to figure out other ways to describe that in the future. Anyway, seeing these missiles here just reminded me of that. So I think I've got so much to say today that this is going to conclude my vlog for today, and we'll break this up into a couple of days. So stay tuned for tomorrow, where there'll be more here from the Smithsonian National Space and Air Museum, and look forward to seeing you then.